Hello everybody, I'm back again. This is Jonathan Pierce with Pierce Performance, and we're back for our next weekly tip. This week we're going to talk about posture and the spine, especially in regards to posture. And one of my big pet peeves is that I see a lot of people at the gym or people training athletes, different groups of athletes, and when they'll do a lift and they'll execute a lift with relatively good mechanics or even great mechanics, but then they will go and do something else like pick up the weight or rack the weight or unload the bar, and they do that with really poor mechanics. And it's, I think, a no-no, because if we don't learn how to posture correctly in all aspects of life and movement, we probably won't do it the best when we're training either, or when we're under duress. So we want our movements that we're training to be functional, and we want them to stick. So a couple things about this: the spine is constantly changing and adapting, so it's remodeling either in a good way or a bad way. So if you're always in certain postural positions, say you're always kyphotic in this way, you actually start to remodel the spine, the bony parts and the ligaments and even the muscles to like to be in this position. So if you always live in this position, you end up spending more time there, and it's a negative feedback loop and you can't get out of it. Next, we also know that the tissue stress will cause adaptation. So if you always are spending time here hunched over and you never pull back and work those tissues back, you won't undo that position. But you can, on the flip side of that, work a tissue into a range where it doesn't usually like to go, and it will adapt to it, and it'll get better at handling that. The final thing is that we have to utilize the body as we're training it. If we're training the body to be better at, a deadlift or picking up a weight or squatting, we want to actually practice those things in life if we have to do that motion or movement. So let's go through a demo of what that looks like, and we'll introduce how to do it properly or improperly and what to watch out for. Okay, so Paolo here is going to show us what it looks like to do this badly or to do it well. Let's say Paolo just got done doing a nice set of heavy deadlifts, and he's going to go and unrack the bar. So go ahead, Paolo, and unrack the bar in a way that we really want. Okay, so he's bent over, he's kyphotic. Actually, this is better than I see most people. He's still hinging at his hip like he just did in the deadlift. If he's even worse, like most of us, he does that. And he tries to pull the weight off, and he wonders why he has back pain all the time. Okay? So, or his head's in the wrong position. He should actually correct all that stuff and do what he just did on the deadlift. It's the same thing. So now he's in a straight stance position just like he just was in the deadlift. He squats in, gets the weight where he needs to, takes it out. Right? You can do it this way. Good. All right, so that's where we want to be using our functional fitness that we just built. We don't need to bend over here. Even though you're tired, where you are, or we may be immobile in the hip because maybe we trained hard today. That's good rest. But if you don't use this mobility, if you don't force your body into this position, you're going to lose it. Use it or lose it. That's the rule. Okay, so no matter how tired we are, we never want to be racking weight or even addressing the bar in this sloppy spine position here. So what we'll do is, Paolo, go ahead and address the bar for us. We're just going to cue how to translate the deadlift into a simple thing like picking up a weight or racking a weight. Okay, so go ahead and set up your deadlift for us. So he's going to get here, he's hinged in the hips, his hips are as high as he can get them. Good. He's on in his low abs, and he's straight through the spine, chin tucked. There. So now he's packing his shoulders down and back. So he's ready to deadlift there. He could pull this bar from the floor if you just started the action in the hip. Now, same thing goes to apply when picking up this weight. This weight is not nearly as heavy, so we could easily just pick it up poorly. But Paolo, go ahead and apply that to picking it up with the same good mechanics. He's got to go lower because the weight's lower. But if he goes down, he can get under it, be safe here, and pick it up through the hip. You're always cueing this lower abdominal position when you're trying to do something simple like that. Pick it up with one hand, bend over on one leg and pick it up. Same rule applies if you're going to do it like this. You can reach back, cue his spine, protecting his spine, and let's go through the hip. There you go, lower ab. Okay? Very good. Thanks for watching this week, guys. We'll see you next week for our next tip.